Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of podcast. I wish and I'm sure you will enjoy listening to the broadcast. A warm welcome to this program. We're going to talk about the major problem what most of us are suffering is this constipation. Constipation is one of the most difficult problem because this leads to a lot of problems. Everyone should release their stools in time, every day, properly. If you are not going to release your stools for a few days and they are going to, stay in your colon and, lot of short chain fatty acids will be produced, which is going to, which is the main reason for many imbalances to happen inside. So short chain fatty acids are also called chemically modified starch. Some of the short chain fatty acids are also the reason for diabetes mellitus to set in. So if if you go to doctors, if the doctor is really good enough in analyzing a patient, the first question most of the doctors will ask you is, are you suffering from constipation? Constipation is one which is the reason for many chemical imbalance which will set in over a span of time. So what is this constipation all about? Why it is happening? Maybe in some cases, drinking lack of water is one of the reason. But basically constipation is due to, our emotional turbulences. Constipation, a problem which is referred to always a psychosomatic problem. So how good you keep your mental health is what is most important when it comes to the question of the larger intestine processing the food and eliminating the stools which are not required to us. So the larger intestines play a lot of role in our gastro pathway, in the sense like once the food is processed by the stomach into pulp and then pushed to the smaller intestine where all the vital nutrients were absorbed at the lumen of the intestine and the balanced food which is all passed over to the larger intestine, still processing is going on. There are a lot of absorption is going on in the larger intestine. If they are going to take away a lot of moisture from that leftover stools, and it is going to become harder and harder and harder, and then your colon will have a lot of problem in ejecting this to the rectum through the anus out. So that is why required amount of water should be taken in, and then to avoid constipation. And at the same time, if you're going to have a lot of stressful life, suffering from frequent emotional turbulences, which is one of the major reason which dehydrates your lower gastroenteritis, that is especially the intestinal area. Intestines are highly connected to the human brain, and there's a specific relationship between the human brain and the intestine. That is why when the emotional turbulences are going on, when you are in too much of a stressful situation, the dehydration mainly happens at the lower part of our gastro, that is basically the smaller and the larger intestines. So there are many traditional agents are there which you can have it in the night to release stools comfortably in the morning, but they all get memorized. Over a span of time, when you keep having them frequently, they don't work after some time. And also in modern medicine, you have a lot of other medicinal components which can, help you to release stools on a daily basis. Again, when you are going to frequently use them over a span of time, the body will get used to it and they don't work. And I have heard a lot of people coming to me that they buy the kit and use enema and then release their stools. Sending fluids through your anus into the rectum to the colon it's not a good thing according to traditional science, which we should never do it because the colon is having a huge microbial world which is having a lot of functional effect, which is the integral part of the body, which you can go and study under the banner of microbiome. So you should try and avoid the technique of enema by administering yourself once in a week or once in few days. That you should maximum try to avoid. There are certain simple medicines are there. We give one medicine for constipation which works beautifully, but again you're not supposed to take them on a regular basis. So if you want to remain really healthy, with your physiological functional order, you must remember one thing. You should always give importance to clear constipation if you are suffering from it. You must go and study about all these things in the internet and try to equip your knowledge on this, and then adopt simple techniques and methods, and then get out of constipation. At the same time, try to develop your mental health to stay away from frequent emotional turbulences and stressful situations which is leading to constipation. This is the message that I want to talk to you today. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you very much for spending your quality time. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you enjoyed this session. See you later.